Hey, best friend.
Hey, best friend. I ain't seen you forever. Where you been?
It's been a week as always. I mean, where you been?
I'm looking for you. I was about to get out on the road and hitchhike to your house.
No, 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 no,
Okay. You ain't hanging around with other people, are you? You got another best
no.
friend? Oh, okay.
Uh, It's Poetic Divas LLC. Put some respect on it.
Because we do.
And we have an excursion edition tonight.
What the kids say?
Mm.
Skirt, 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 skirt. That's, oh, I don't know what that.
I, I, I was just like, you so, you know what? Although this man needs no introduction, I'm going to introduce him.
Let the audience know what we're working with tonight. Go ahead.
So, for those of you who don't know, and you've been under a rock, we have the wonderful, handsome, and highly talented Acion Owens with us tonight. He is an actor, writer, poet, director, and a plus size male model. So he pretty, y'all. Pretty. Okay. He started writing in the fourth grade, and although familiar with poetry, originally he wasn't a fan of it until he had to face a nervous breakdown at 19. Now, see, we'll talk about that later.
Yep.
While in the hospital recovering, he was given a full number 2 pencil and a notebook and was asked to write. And that's where he wrote his first poem, and his life was changed. Had it not been for the nervous breakdown, the Acion we know now wouldn't have existed. Since then, Acion has continued to conquer his fears and take on new challenges. Since then, he has been a part of over 17 stage plays, 2 indie films, commercials, and he is currently in the process of writing a stage play himself, all with the hope of getting on the silver screen. He has been awarded the Kennedy Awards Ensemble for his participation in Fences as Troy Maxim. I bet y'all didn't know that.
They didn't, but they know now.
And, right. And he was awarded 2020 Best Male Actor Award by the ROC Awards, a local award ceremony that acknowledges the city's talent. And he's going to let y'all know where he's from when he comes up here.
Mm-hmm.
And to quote him, God leads me and I follow his blessings. So, without further ado, we would like to bring you all Acion.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
How y'all doing?
welcome to the show.
Happy
Hey,
blessings day. He's pretty. Oh, thank
he's pretty.
you. You're a trip.
I'm just saying. Just have to let the
Trying to
people know
match
what's in
y'all. Trying to match y'all beauty, you know.
Look, you trying to surpass us, and we all for it.
Shoot. That is something that's impossible, baby.
Look, it's
Stop your
only
mess.
crazy until it happens.
That's impossible. They ain't going to say I can't surpass all that chocolate on both spectrums. You
What?
just can't do that.
What?
Southern Belle all day. I love them, Southern Belle. You better stop.
Oh. So,
Okay.
Acion, tell the people where you're from.
I am from Rochester, New York. Um, right outside of Buffalo, the next city outside of Buffalo, the Rock Awards. That's where I was awarded the Best Male Actor. And yeah, that's been my city. I was born and raised there,
Mm-hmm.
proud member of the city, and just, blessed to be a part of it.
Yes. So before we get into it, let's get our glasses ready. So, uh, Acion, you might not be familiar with this, but it is a tradition on the Poetic Divas LLC show that we have sexy glasses,
This is mine today. I'm wearing this one today.
Man, man. I
and
put some
they're in.
respect on it.
Got to.
Respect that shit. Yeah.
And I keep saying this, in 2022, we will have a fine wine sponsor. But
Nice.
until then, we don't. So we don't show what we're drinking because we're not advertising yet. So we're going to take this glass to the side and fill it up.
Let me not show what I'm drinking. Because I ain't paying for shit. I tell you, I ain't paying for no advertising.
Yes. Okay.
Enjoy it.
All right.
Salud. Right there in the back. Mm-hmm.
Right there in the
Got the tonsils bouncing back up. You know.
So that was a good year. So, how we want to do this, best friend? Do we want to just give him these polls and see what his thoughts are?
Start off easy, you know.
What we gonna do?
Let the libations take a control of you while we, discussing these polls, and then we know by the time we finish, it's fully kicked in and invested in the conversation. So then you'll be more relaxed.
The libations. I'm relaxing now since I'm talking to y'all. We talk about anything. I don't care.
Look. Don't give me the blushing up here.
I've been blushing since day one of meeting your ass, baby.
Look, keep that story for later. We're gonna give
right.
So this week we have very conservative polls. I said poems. Ooh, I got one of those too.
You do.
Conservative. A little conservative. It's okay though. So November 3rd, the poll was, is sexual compatibility important to you? And of our whopping right under 100 people, y'all keep showing up and showing out. Yes, can I get my drum roll, best friend? My drum roll. Boom! That's right. Of all the under 100 people who have asked it, who's answered it, we have 100% says yes.
Okay. Absolutely.
So I'm glad. I agree 100% with that. But let's defer to our excursion guest, Mr. Asion. What do you say?
I believe compatibility is a big thing. You can't be attracted to somebody. I mean, you can think they're pretty, they're beautiful, they're handsome, whatever, but at the end of the day, if you're not connecting with them, then basically it's a waste of time. Because then it's like, if the personality doesn't match with your personality, if y'all can't vibe together, if y'all can't have a simple conversation, if y'all can't just enjoy each other's conversations and laugh and joke, and it doesn't fit, then you fucking a dull, dry hole in a way. I mean, not to come off so harsh in saying it, but it's just being real. Like, it has to be some type of fire, some attraction, some power behind it. It has to be, if you can talk to someone and just talk about random shit and y'all vibe and y'all get each other, boom, beautiful. If not, it doesn't work. In my opinion, we have to vibe. I have to build off of you. There has to be something that I can gain from talking to you. If I can't gain anything from talking to you and all you have is a fat ass and a pretty body, guess what? What's it gonna give me? Because after the sex is done, what have I given besides a part of me that you're gonna take and not appreciate?
So, I have another question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel that as we mature, and I say we collectively,
right?
How do you think the one night stand concept plays into that?
I was about to say something about one night stand. Go ahead. That's why you're my best friend.
Well, let me.
Oh, he had to get a swing. That's all right. That's all right. You know, wet your palate.
Well, when it comes, oh shit, listen, let me think. Wait a minute. Okay, now
That's the easy question.
Let me explain. Okay, so one night stands me. If let's say, for example, right, Nakita, let's say you and I connect, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have a bond. We're building.
Mm-hmm.
I like what you're saying. You like what I'm saying. It's getting late in the night. One thing leads to another. Boom. We have a one night stand.
Mm-hmm.
I live in New York. You live in Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm probably not going to see you for a while, but I'm going to keep in touch with you. That's still considered a one night stand, right?
True.
But that doesn't mean that I'm going to be like, I got it. I don't care. That's not my personality. That's not the type of person I am. I'm going to try and keep in touch with you. I'm going to try and keep connected to you because I'm greedy. I go back for seconds and thirds. So I'm going to try and enjoy you and get to know you more.
Okay.
One night stand with a person that you don't know and you never see him again is a bit dangerous to me.
It is. It really is. And I just wonder if, as you mature, you tend to, I guess, act out the quote unquote one night stand in the way that you describe versus the typical hit it and done with it type thing.
But why? I never understood that. Like, I never understood why guys would hit it and then talk down on the girl. You're fucking up your options of getting seconds, bro. Like, why would you do that? I'm not about to hit it and then be like, oh, well, I got it. I don't want it no more. Fuck her. No, I'm about to hit it and be like, yeah, it was good. When I see her, be like, what's up, homie? How you doing? We share a connection across the room. Something happened. I look at you, it'd be about a conversation we talked about a while ago. You remember, you start laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I move in secrecy. I'm like, when it comes to it, I'm like Batman. You ain't gonna see me, but you're gonna feel me when you see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I move. I don't like to have people know my business, and I don't believe in doing a one night stand, hit it and quit it, move on. I like quality instead of quantity.
That's maturity in the whole word.
Yeah. You gotta appreciate the quality of it, man. Like, come on, bro. I'd rather get a steak instead of a hamburger any fucking day.
Hey.
For real.
Hey, you just gotta come up and start preaching on the first damn one. And you act like you was shy, like you couldn't say this shit. Like,
won't he do it? In Jesus.
Look, the Lord already know what I'm about to say and what we talking about, so he good. First and foremost.
Go in, best friend.
Oh shit, go in. Okay, hold on.
Oh Lord.
You know what? I totally agree with your view on one night stands. But then, playing devil's advocate, back in the day, back in 1932, before I knew better, it was one of those like, oh, he looks sexy. Oh, we danced. We had a good little time at this party. Yo, hop in my car real quick and, break my back, and then I'm going to send you home. Now, depending on your performance, that will let me know if you're going to get around 2 or 3, or if I'm just going to sit here and act like that body count didn't count.
That happens too. I mean,
but that's not, if I see him later, I'll be like, what's up? Unless it was really, really bad. It was.
Then you get that.
Look right through you like Casper. Like, no.
That's when you left with that. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. I can agree with you on that as well. I feel as though, I mean, it really goes by how you feel, if you're comfortable with it. Me personally, I try not to do that, but I've done it before. I've done that, let's link up, boom, and then I don't talk to you no more. I actually felt really bad one time. I did. Now you got me drunk. You got me drinking, so I'm about to say I felt bad one time, right?
That's why we say drink the wine.
Yeah, I can't drink. Grown man tell no lie. Drunk man tell no lies. So this girl, we was cooling, and she had like some really bomb head, like awesome. And I just got to be honest. If I'm cursing too much, I apologize. If it don't
I guess
matter, fuck it.
also.
Fuck
Yeah.
it then. So this girl, she had like bomb, like oh my god. Everything else wasn't really, but it's just the top was amazing. And then I was younger, and I just was like, yo, I finagled my way in there into getting it. And then once I got it, like literally, as soon as I got my nut, I'm putting my pants on. I'm like, oh, all right, I'll see you later. And then I thought about it years later, and I'm like, damn, I was a piece of shit. Like, I felt bad about it. Like, I felt like a piece of shit. Like, oh. And like, it really comes from growth and evolution
Yes.
of yourself. You got to be able to go past it and accept the facts of, yeah, you done did some fucked up things, grow from it. And since then, me and her, we've been cool. And, I even bit the bullet and brought it up to her and apologized. Like, I don't know how you felt about that, but I didn't feel right. I apologize if I made you feel some kind of way. And she was like, no, it's cool. I understand. Da da da. And then she fucked me.
What's better?
Was it better? Was it matured? Was it marinated? Did it get?
It was marinated. It was. It had some Saison on it. Like it was boom. For real. It was marinated. The first time it was, when it's young, it ain't tenderized right. Now she done had a kid. She done had a kid. She done lived a life. The juices was fully, And I said, God damn. And then she did the shit to me. She's like, all right, I'll see you later. I was like, oh, you clever bitch. You clever. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, you left the money on a nightstand. I salute that shit. You played the fuck out of me. My nigga.
That was
She put it on, listen, she put it on my big ass and sent me on my way. And then I'm inboxing like, oh, what's up? Oh, I got a boyfriend. Damn. So karma's a bitch with weave, I'm telling you.
It ain't even a natural thread.
Shit. Karma ain't got no edges. Karma all fucked up like this. I'm telling you, karma's a payback for real, man.
Well, damn. I believe I just took. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, best friend. I'm sorry.
I just want to say that shows you that she really felt the kind of way, and you probably put it on her. So then she was in her feelings like, if I ever get the chance,
I'm a
retribution.
She put it
I'm gonna take that.
In all honesty. She definitely put me in my place. And like we're still cool, but she has a boyfriend and she's happy in a relationship. She has a kid now, and it's like I wish her the best. She's a good person. And I felt bad about it because I realized that the way that I was raised, I'm better than. Like I was raised by a single woman who taught me as a man how to treat a woman and be respectful. And I did that nigga shit. And don't get me wrong, I still do nigga shit now, but I try not to do it so much. You know what I'm saying? I try not to. But I did that nigga shit, and then it was like, you know what? I felt bad. So when she did that reverse, that change of power on me, when she flipped it on me and had me sitting there, you ever saw a Boomerang?
Two can play that game.
Yeah.
And Two can play that game too. And Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, when they flipped it on him and you left there feeling like this, that shit is real, and it's a reality check. And that's what a lot of people out here don't realize. Karma come back hard, hits you hard, and you left feeling stupid, and you left realizing that you fucked up, and sometimes you can't get no second chances. So you got to do right the first time around, because karma will come back and Tyson the shit out of you, just straight.
Two pieces.
Right.
Straight up.
Man. Well,
Yeah,
I'm glad you was able to go back and just rehash all that. So I know you feel better now.
I feel better about it. I was able to go back and make peace. And she was able to get hers. And I took the L, but I was proud about it because it's like, that's what I get. That's what I deserve. Dang. Live and learn.
So I feel like, shoot, we go to this next poll then, since we going there.
Before we go to this next poll,
Oh, what you got? Ooh.
so why can't we have two things that match Friday? Like, why they gotta have, great head and then lackluster sex, or great sex and lackluster head? Like, and where does teaching come in a one night stand? Like, do you teach in a one night stand? Do you not? Do you research? You just lay out an outline and let them go through the syllabus by themselves and then come back with questions? Like, I just have questions.
Well, in that case, a one night stand, you really can't teach something in a one night stand because it's not. That person would have to be there to actually study it, to learn your body, to communicate with you, and actually take the time and find out what you like, what turns you on. You're on a one night stand, you there, it's like, put it this way. You going to McDonald's, you want fast food. You want to just get a burger and fries and go on about your day. You don't want to get out the car. You don't barely even want to put your hand out the window because it's cold.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you get yourself together, you go to a restaurant, you getting all dialed up, you park in the right spot, you got your right heels on, you got your right outfit on, and you're going to walk prissy and pretty to the door. So it's a difference from taking the time and being taught versus getting something quick. A one night stand is recreational versus actually taking the time. If you care about that person and you talk to that person, you're like, no, I like this. I like this. While they're down there eating your pussy, you say, use it this way, look it that way, do this. While you're getting ahead, you tell her, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. You're communicating. It's a big difference from that versus just, okay, all right, I'll see you later.
Okay,
so you definitely can't teach somebody in a one night stand.
Right.
Okay, but what if a one night stand turns into, I guess what the kids are calling a sneaky link, or a multiple night stands where you just have the understanding that, we about to hit this, and then you're going to go about your business. I'm going about my business. But when I want some more business, you need to come and see me about my business.
And then that would imply a communication with the sneaky link in between time, right? I like what you did last time, but maybe next time you should try this. So when we link up, we'll talk about it.
So then you teach. It's teachable moments when there's multiple time.
Yeah, if you're willing to be, and a lot of people are afraid to be taught. They're too proudful. Me personally, communicate with me. Let me know what you like. If you want this leg pulled, you want that part of your back bit, like, let me know. Communicate with me. Ain't nothing wrong. The more I learn, the better I am. The more satisfied you are, the more chances I get to get it again.
So what if you're the type of individual that doesn't like to teach? I know some people that say that, they don't like to teach, but I feel like you may want to look at that a little deeper. So basically,
nope.
It's not that you don't want to teach. You basically saying you don't want to share what you like.
No, see, let me go ahead. I don't mind sharing what I like. I don't mind telling you what I like. What I mind is when you down there and I'm trying to tell you, I have to be hands-on with you and manipulate your hands, body, face, tongue, everything to get it right into the right position. Now, if you can't follow simple instructions, then there's something wrong with this, dynamic between us. Like, if you're a pretty face, but airbrained, then I understand. I could take, as long as I know what I'm working with. But don't present yourself as something and then fall off in the middle.
But what is their learning style? Some is hands-on, some have to read it. Like, you don't know their learning style. So how do you know how to reach them?
I'm not a teacher. I didn't go to school for this. I didn't sign up for this.
But nobody's going to learn your body, though. If I want to know your body, I want to know what turns you on. I don't know your body like you know your body, so tell me what turns you on. If I'm down there and you be like, do it this way, I'm going to do it. I'm like that? Yes or no? No? Okay, let me go back. Like this? Yes or no? No?
But if they
okay, like
this?
Yes
or no.
Huh?
We're not talking about me just saying. I could say it. But when you tell them and they're still clueless,
then they fucked up.
Oh.
That's just they fucked up. Like honestly, if you're telling him, right, you're telling him like, I like it this way, I want it that way, and you tell him and he still does it the way he wants to do it, he's out for himself. He's not out for you.
oh, then he need to get out by himself. You're right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love to make sure she orgasms, right? I think as a big dude, my objective is to make sure that you come. Because a lot of people shit on big dudes. They sleep on us. So I want you to have an experience with me. I want you to be like teen, and plus I'm light-skinned, so I got a double negative. So I gotta make sure I represent. You know what I'm saying? Because they always shitting on the lights. Ever since Nino Brown, that motherfucker, Wesley Snipes, it's been a problem. When he stabbed Albie Shore in the hand with that knife and said, "I never liked you, you pretty motherfucker," it was hard for me ever since then. All right?
So
beforehand, I was heavy D'ing it up. But right now,
right.
It made it hard. So, I mean, I want to make sure you're satisfied, and also I'm satisfied, because if you're not satisfied, you're not going to please me the way I want to be pleased.
Now, see, that's a whole nother, oh my goodness. So listen, don't participate in something that you really don't want to do just because you think that's what I want you to do. I need you to put your heart and soul into that thing. I need you to arch your back.
I agree.
And just the same way, I'm going to give it to you right. And I'm not going to do it like I don't want to. I'm going to treat you like I want you to know I enjoy what I'm doing.
I agree.
I cannot with that, for real.
I agree. And most importantly, not to cut you off, hygiene is the best thing ever. So don't be bringing your ass in my face if you smelling like Thanksgiving dinner 3 days after Thanksgiving. You get what I'm saying?
If you smelling like Thanksgiving and it's Christmas, like what the fuck? Like, no.
What about? Like, don't do that. Like, you gotta understand. Oh man. Oh boy, I tell you, I'm gonna drink off that shit, because it's like you gotta think about it. Walking around, Bath and Body Works don't do shit if you don't put soap on the motherfucker. You gotta take care of all of it.
Can we get Waterworks?
Water
and soap.
2 capfuls of bleach in the bath water, pure, marinate the skin, scrub, get a loofah, a fufa, whatever the fuck it is, get all up under here, all up under there. Shit, get one of those retractable hoses from the shower, lift that leg up.
Ranch around.
Reach around, like my grandma said, retch around, not reach, retch.
Ranch around.
Exactly. Why you look so shocked?
I don't know why she looking like that. Because
y'all had me at everything until y'all said the 2 caps of bleach. Like,
oh yeah, that's a thing.
I cannot.
Yeah, y'all from Carolina, right? Y'all from Raleigh, right?
I'm from Durham, Bull City.
We're from Alabama.
Okay.
That's the one. I put bleach on everything except for my body. Now, I do love, some baking soda, some apple cider vinegar, some Epsom salt, all that up in there to get my pH together.
That works too.
I draw the line at bleach in my nether regions, in the water in my nether regions, because,
it's just, to each his own. To each his own. I no judgment, because my family's from Yamasee, South Carolina, Savannah, Georgia,
Mm.
Beaufort, all in that area.
Ooh, I You got
So
some beautiful now.
Right.
Oh,
yeah, my family is my family, the Pinckney family down there.
mm.
No South, Pinckney family. And then I got family from Virginia as well. And then it's just the 2 capfuls of bleach and the bubble bath or the baking
Yeah.
soda and the apple
Mhm.
cider vinegar too. You know,
Tell
those
you.
work.
So
But
that's
the
my
fact of the
That's my
matter
preference.
still remains. The fact of the matter still remains. Wash your ass. That's all you got to do.
Pretty please.
We
And
gonna.
then,
we-
don't get me started on people thinking they gonna have some groceries being ate and you ain't even washing it. Oh, I feel like
Look,
yeah,
you can't even wash. You gotta wash it inside and out, from the rooter to the tutor. When you get down to the grocery action, like for real, for
that's
real.
no, that's not happening.
you
And
gotta
first and
watch it.
foremost, I don't like my grocery aid. You can
Please
fuck me in
don't.
the ass all the time, but don't put your tongue in it. I'm sorry, because I got a
Your
kiss in it.
tongue is not for the ass, it's for other parts. If you put it in the ass, I'm gonna have to cut it off. Like we can't use that no more. Like I don't know.
You know,
Right.
it's some women that want you to eat their ass, but it's like you gotta earn points for that. Like it's just you gotta earn points. Like only ass I done ate was my ex-wife, and I was married to the motherfucker. I made vows before God. And even still, I bathed her before I did it.
Yeah, you
I
soak
had fucked
that
up.
ass.
I soaked it.
Coming
I
to
bathed her.
America, ass. Coming to
I
America.
made sure like we had went out of town. We was at this hotel that had this nice jacuzzi. The water was nice and bubbling, and I bathed her and was sitting there talking, had rose petals. I took care of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only ass I done ate. You gotta be in a relationship for that.
That's right.
Please don't
Anybody
go
just be
around just
putting that.
eating folks' ass
That's how you get fucked up, man.
for show for the
Don't.
rest
That's
of
how
your
you get
life.
fucked
Ooh,
up.
I don't even know how we got here, but yeah, we need to go to
You
this
brought
next
it up.
poll. Just
Just so the audience knows, one night stands, don't eat ass, don't do anal, and you'll be fine. And take a bath. Like this,
Right.
bylaws.
Yeah, if you eating ass on a one night stand, you a vicious motherfucker. You ain't got nothing to lose. If you eating
savage.
ass on a one night stand, you just ooh. You get out the club, it's hot. Y'all don't went up dancing and partying. You got this girl come over, you gonna tell her bend over, eat her ass. All that sweat and must and stuff built up. She should fart in your face just off a GP. That's right.
And shit in your mouth. Like, because clearly you don't care. You're a toilet at that point. I'm sorry.
Look,
Okay.
Hell no.
I appreciate it. We're gonna go to the next poll. I
Yeah.
appreciate a man that comes in, he about to get some, like, yo, your bath and your face cloth and stuff is in the bathroom. Go ahead, take your shower. I'll be in here when you get done. I got the candles lit. I got the wine poured, the tequila, whatever we doing. Like you want, yeah, appreciate you. Makes my job a hell of a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Word.
Okay, next poll, because we really
Okay,
went
I know
down a
we went
dark
in.
hole.
It was okay. It's okay. We run long in these excursions anyhow. So November 10th, your poll question, drum roll, please. I feel like I'm on a strip pole. Okay. Have you been affected by the pandemic in a positive way? So just shy of 75 votes. Y'all are slacking this week. I know it's the holidays. Stay with us though. Anyhow, we had 63% that said yes, and 37% said no.
Mm.
I think I said no on that.
You said no?
But
Let us know.
I don't know. It's kind of odd because the pandemic I actually caught COVID before COVID hit. Before it was actually COVID. Remember I was talking to you about a day I had caught COVID and I ended up having like water on my heart, half a liter of fluid on my heart. And it was before it even was COVID, before anybody knew what it was. Back in January, everyone got sick. And I was working at the call center. Everyone got sick and it was just going through each department. And when it hit my department, I was sick for like 2 weeks, cold sweats, my body temperature, I couldn't hold nothing down. I was throwing up and, all the flu symptoms. And then it
Yep.
passed. Yeah, it passed. And then come November, later on in the year, I can't even move 10 steps without being out of breath. And they rushed me to the hospital, come to find out I had a half a liter of fluid on my heart. The sac around my heart had become inflamed and collected water. So I was literally drowning. So I had to go through a procedure where they drain the fluid out. And they had me on these pills to help me keep the fluid out. So I will say maybe, yes, it was a positive way because it forced me to get out of that job that I love, that I was at for 5 years, and actually start to focus on my health. I've been working at the local gym up here. I'm a manager at the gym, so I've been working there and working on my health. So it works in a positive way for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I dropped 100. So I dropped 100 pounds. I'm trying to get it in. So
That is awesome.
yes. So I will say yes and no, because at first it was a pain, because I still was working. Everything was fine. I thought I was good. And then when it hit, it's like, damn, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I had COVID before it was COVID, before it got lethal and started killing people,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Well,
good now and I'm thankful.
yeah, I'm thankful you made it through all of that and you're on the other side of it.
Yes, me too. I'm very thankful. And, the pandemic also caused, I lost a lot of family. I lost 4 family members in 2 months. One of them was my father. The other was my uncle, my sister's grandmother, my great uncle. I lost family. I lost relationships, but overall, I still pulled through. And that's the thing. What I'm realizing, God will only put you through what he knows you can handle. So,
Absolutely.
it was a motherfucker going through it. But now that I'm done, I'm looking back like, fuck you, bitch. I'm moving on. Ain't nothing gonna stop me but me, damn it.
That's
And that's
Mm-hmm.
it.
how you
And
stay
I
prayed up.
think, yeah, I mean, it really, makes you get tougher, when the going gets tough,
Mm-hmm.
And definitely, I definitely agree with you on that.
I can say that it made me focus on some things that I should have focused on prior. So, in the
Right.
midst of all the negative things, I have had some positives. So, yeah. What about you, best friend?
Oh, it's like a double-edged sword, with COVID. Because, like, I know we was talking about it, ACN, and then, like, I had COVID before you, and I didn't know what the hell. I was sick as a dog. I was dumb.
Yes.
No, it was stupid. So I
When did you
told
get it?
I got it like that December, November type thing.
See, yeah, and
And
I got it that January. Yeah.
and it was
That shit was
stupid.
traveling up the country.
Right.
It was dumb because I had like a cough, but I still worked. Like it was stupid enough. I sent my kids away when I got it. When I was sick, I was like, because I never get sick, but maybe every 2-3 years. But then I was sick for a long time. So, praise God.
Right.
So I think like, and then finding out what it was, and then having to work because I work in the hospital, so it was like a whole thing. I haven't stopped working. It's stupid. I feel like the positive thing about COVID was the fact that it forced some people to be accountable for their actions and how they move about the world. And a lot of people were so used to moving about and hyper focus on their own agendas and what they wanted to do, that they never took the time to think about the ramifications of it as a world, a country, a pandemic, a state,
Right.
So I feel like it allowed certain people to sit their ass down and think about who they were in this world and who they are and who they want to be.
Right.
And for me, that was pretty damn good because some people, I was like, you ain't gonna like to sit in the house with yourself You can't do it.
You
Okay.
actually have to sit down and get to know you. And
Right.
you have to face yourself. This is the only time I can think and I joked about it, but it's kind of crazy. 20 years from now, we're gonna be looking back, but like, remember when God made us all go in timeout? Because that's
Yes.
basically what it was. He made us all go in timeout. Like, go to your room. Think about your shit.
Right.
Think about what's going on. Wash your damn hands.
You're
Clean
doing
up
too
behind
much.
yourself. You're doing too much. Exactly. Go in timeout, damn it. Think about it.
Right.
And then when he said, all right, you learn from this shit, you're not gonna do it again, right? Okay. Oh, you still doing it? Go back in the house. That's how I feel to me. Like, you got put on timeout.
Absolutely. And I am grateful personally for the exposure of people who weren't for me and who are against me that I can clearly see. Like, because I'm the type of person, I'm gonna save a whole person sometimes, you know. I be trying to act
all the time.
You ain't the only one. I'm super save a hole, super Mr. Fix It when I can type as well.
You know,
And I think that comes from my upbringing. Honestly, I think that comes from my upbringing. Like, you want to help people when you can, and in the long run, you end up getting screwed over, but you still feel like it was the right thing to do.
Right.
And you hope that somebody do the same thing for you.
Right.
And then when they don't, you be mad and shit. Like, oh, they don't look out for me like I look out for them, but God got me. And yeah, I know.
Yeah, this sounds familiar.
I don't necessarily am mad. I'm more like, you gonna be that petty? Okay, whatever. God, add a double check mark on that when I get up there. I just want you to know, like,
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Yeah, I know. I have a question for y'all though.
Go.
Yes, definitely. When it comes to the whole idea of the pandemic and having to shut yourself in, and also having to deal with men in general, how's the dating life been for you with the pandemic, with being quarantined, you know, the social distancing? How has it been for you?
Oh, you want me to go back?
Nikki, you go first. You go first, Nakita. You go first.
So, during parts of the pandemic, I was in a relationship. And my relationship ended during the pandemic. And let's just say it was a little disappointing for me because this person that I was with, I really thought that we were going to be more and continue to grow together. And I realized that we were just not on the same page. So that was disappointing. And so when all the things went down, when we broke up, I was like, damn, like, I really felt like I just didn't know what to do. I'm like, it's COVID. I can't go outside. I can't date. And I'm done with dating. I was like, done. I'm over it. I'm going to be just with the kids, the family. I'm done. So I think because I had to break up during the pandemic, it gave me time to process where I wasn't even thinking about the fact that, oh my gosh, I'm by myself. I was just processing. And I think it was a good thing. Because if I would have had more freedom and liberty, I probably would have just been preoccupied with being able to do this or go here. And I would not have taken the time to heal and process. So yeah, so we back outside now. We're gonna try it again.
Okay.
You back outside. I'm back inside. Woohoo. I haven't dated during the pandemic, really. I attempted it briefly, did the online thing for about 5 seconds. It didn't work out. Prior to the pandemic, I was in a relationship and I was very happy with it. And then, shit happens. So I have not gotten back out to dating, and I refuse to.
Okay. That
She'll be
explains
back.
why when I was in your inbox, you wasn't responding the way you was in a relationship.
I was.
Okay. Nigga hit up your inbox on some bullshit. You had your man like, who the fuck is this? All right, I
No,
got you,
I
man.
mean the relationship was a great thing. It just, shit happens.
Right. And it's funny. So, Nikita, what's wrong with being alone?
There's nothing wrong with being alone. And I had opted for that.
Right.
But then, once you heal, you're like, man, it would be nice. It would be nice to cuddle again or have a person, in your
Right.
life, somebody to spoil.
Companionship
Because
is beautiful.
I like to spoil my man,
Yep. Me too.
Right. Companionship is beautiful. I think sometimes you need to be alone so you can realize what the other person is looking at, so you can realize what you have and what you're worth. And you compare, like, if I can't be around my messiness, I wouldn't expect anybody else to be around my messiness. So I have to learn to love and like me for me. And that's what I'm doing right now with myself, because I was in a relationship during the pandemic as well. And I allowed my messiness to break us up because I wasn't facing me. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm single again, I'm facing me, and I'm realizing, for one, I don't want to be in a relationship no time soon. I want to really focus.
Hallelujah.
Right, like that was a lot. Let me focus on me. Let me take care of my, focus. What's his name? Michael. Is it Michael Todd? Pastor
Oh,
and
you
youth.
talking about my pastor?
Yeah.
Transformation Church? What you know about my pastor? What's your mouth?
He had a great listen. I love his he had this whole lesson he was doing about singleness.
Relationship goals, and the relationship goals floating up.
Going from singleness to being in a relationship and being married. And
is that the one where he had the floaty in the water on stage? No,
that was in the later episodes.
Okay,
that was in the later episodes. See, I've watched them all. See, the first two episodes really hit home, because it's like, you can't expect, like I said, if you don't want somebody to be around your messiness, how can you expect them to be around your messiness when you won't be around?
Right.
There are certain things that I'm challenging myself to do, to work on me, focus on my singleness, focus on myself, improve myself, things like that. So it's okay to be alone. I do miss the cuddling moments, and that's when I have run-ins with women who I've been around, who know me, who want to have a little teddy bear in their life every once in a while. They get a little cuddle session, get a little freak on, but then I send them on their motherfucking way. Because at the end of the day, right now in my world, I do not have the throne for my queen ready. I'm building the throne. So when the time comes, then the throne will be ready. But until then, I got to weigh out my options. I got to go through the pawns and figure out if you're a pawn or a queen. If you're not a queen, then you're not what I need in my life. Me, and I need to make sure that my jewels are polished, my crown is ready, because there's a lot of shit out here that's fool's gold.
Yes.
So that's what. So I really admire what he was saying, because he really, really hit home with a lot of things. So that's what I've been doing. So being single is fine. Being alone is fine. Just because I'm alone don't mean I'm lonely. Just because I'm by myself, don't mean I'm. I actually took myself out to eat a couple times by myself, and I was sitting there eating my steak. Right, I was sitting there eating my steak. I was like, "This is nice," and I turned to myself. I said, "Yes, it is. This is real nice." I'm enjoying my time with me, and it was cool, man.
And I admire a Black man specifically that can acknowledge the fact that, okay, let me take a step back. Let me work on me. It's not always her. Sometimes it's me. I
Right.
completely admire that. And that is maturity in itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm really trying to do, though. No lie, I'm really trying to focus on. And don't get me wrong, she had her shit with her too. It's just be real. But at the end of the day, my issues were something that I knew I brought to the table that I need to take care of for me.
Mm-hmm.
Not with the hopes of bringing anyone back in my life, but with the understanding that I don't want to carry that shit with me to the next. And that's what a lot of people mess up. They don't take care of their baggage. You
Yes.
jump from relationship to relationship.
Mhm.
You fuck yourself into a relationship. Like, oh,
Mhm.
we done had sex 3 or 4 times, so that means we together. No, that just means y'all fucked 3 or 4 times.
And it was good.
It was good, so you went back. It don't just because he take you to meet his family don't mean that you're the one. Just because she lets you meet the kids don't mean that you're the one. You need to take time and really build bonds and build bridges, because at the end of the day, if the sex go, then what y'all got?
Right.
If the family switch up on you, then what you got? If you know what I'm saying? So it's like lessons learned in life, man. You know?
Yes. So
What a collection plate. I'm gonna put it on my fan.
listen, the collection plate is at the bottom of the screen. I know that this is being pre-recorded, but if you take the time to watch, and I hope that you do, bless us at Poetic Divas LLC, our Cash App, because we love to bless our guests. So if you enjoyed our dialogue, if you've learned anything, if anything touched you in your shanana, let us know.
Wait, I thought we had some stuff you're supposed to ask. Like, you know, I thought we still asked some questions.
Oh, we
do.
just got this the initial part.
We do.
Oh, okay.
So,
I thought y'all was closing it out. I was about to say,
No.
So I guess it's time to ask
the question everybody wants to know.
Yes.
What's the question?
When we met, how we met, and what our first interactions were like.
Story time.
Yeah. Okay. Let me think.
Yep, we took it there.
Okay. I had to turn to my shadow for a minute. Think about it. Okay. First time I met you, Nakita, we were at an event of a mutual friend. And I was trying to tie you down to a chair.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Earlier that night, D, when I met you, you were doing your poem and I was recording you on stage. You said this line where you made me scoot the chair all the way up to you. Remember?
I remember that.
Yeah, I had to scoot the chair up. I was like, oh, like, so we met each other through poetry and eroticism. And it was magical. Since then, every time I talk to y'all, I feel empowered as a man, because y'all give me words, y'all give me inspiration, y'all sexy as hell. So I always love talking to y'all. Real cool and calm, real sophisticated, but also hood. I love seeing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a lady, but you be like, I'm a lady, but don't push a bitch. I whip your ass type. I love that, because that lets me know that you could wear the Timbs or the heels and still hold it down. So
why can't I wear the Tim Heels? Why
or
I got
the Tim Heels? There you go. See, when in Rome. You know what I'm saying? So I really enjoy talking to y'all. That's why every time I'm mad I can't go to. There's always something going up whenever we have those events we're supposed to meet up, because it's like, damn, there's certain people how I really look forward to seeing. And then it's like, damn, I got to do this. Damn, I got to do that. Even though it's good, God has really blessed me with plays and stuff. and productions to be a part of. You know, so it's good, but then it's still like, shit, man. So I'll be doing checkups like they went in, y'all went and did that, y'all went and did, you know what I'm saying? Because I miss seeing y'all, man. And I gotta be honest, you motherfuckers have got the sexiest walk I've ever seen in heels.
Oh,
I
Lord.
paid attention. I paid attention. When we have those
Thank you,
meetups
sir.
and you do that, it's just a walk that you do. And y'all be doing it in a cohesive way where y'all walking together, like y'all be thinking, like, okay, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, like y'all move. And I'll be sitting there looking like, damn, you got a sexy strut. You know? I pay attention. I study people. I'm a Pisces. I study people. So I pay attention to the body language and the movements and I know when you feeling it and you Nikita, you do a little shoulder thing and stuff. And the moment you be showing your ass off, you got that thing. So you tight fitted dresses all day. So yeah.
Wow.
First time I met y'all, that was how I tried to tie you up to a chair and I scooted my chair up to hear your poetry. That's how it went.
All right. So the word for this show is chair. So we have a little contest going on for the people that's keeping up. Tonight's word is chair. Okay, moving on.
Let the record reflect that I wasn't getting tired of this session. I was spitting poetry. I'm innocent. I promise you. I am not the villain in this story. My best friend.
You ain't gotta be the villain to get tied up to the chair.
I mean,
You
what she
damn sure ain't innocent.
Because
You damn sure ain't innocent.
I'm trying to corrupt you. I'll be like,
Who said that?
You damn sure ain't innocent. And you damn sure ain't corrupting nobody. Y'all like the gruesome twosome. Y'all like double mint twins in this motherfucker. Yeah, I ain't innocent at all.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm gonna shut up.
I'm just gonna drink to that.
I'll be quiet.
I just like.
But you know what I know, but you know what I know.
I know what you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I feel like I'm like in PG-13 for once instead of XXX. Like that's.
Oh my God.
We just talked about one night stands. We just talked about people washing their ass. We talked about booties getting ate, and you talk about PG-13. What part of that is PG-13?
All of it.
What part?
Nope.
Oh God.
Nope.
I'm just trying to educate people outside of the bedroom.
That's true.
But you are okay. Now you know what? We're not going to do this with her. We're not going to let her. We're not going to let her take us there. We're not. So, can you tell the people what you're working on and where you can be followed and where we can see your work?
Yes. You can see my work. I am on Facebook, Acion Owens. I'm on Instagram. I think it's just Acion on Instagram. I just started a Twitter just because they told me to start submitting stuff for Big Talk. I don't know what Big Talk is. I guess it's like the big.
You want me to say? Okay, shut up.
No, say it. What is the Big Talk?
Big Talk is where we go and we admire the more cushion for the pushing, and we just appreciate a nice man with a little something. He can be like, let me jump, and you can carry me up into the heavens. Right.
So that's why they told you that. So,
okay. So I'm big sexy. All right, cool. I like that shit. I definitely look I listen.
He's a model. He know.
I got casted. All right, so I got casted with TMT agency. No, TMS, Tamara Modeling Services. Ironically, I was going to see my father, God bless his dad. He was walking in the show for the church. He was modeling stuff, and I went to the wrong building. And I actually stumbled onto an audition, and the lady who was there, she was like, "You should audition." And I'm like, "I don't know." So I auditioned for a commercial, and then she took some pictures and she asked me to be a part of her agency, which is located in Syracuse, New York. So cool. Like, I bet. Now this agency, you know, they've been reaching out, trying to get me to do different things. So I've been auditioning for stuff. And then I started auditioning for big man clothing lines like you know, DXL, MVP, things like that. Just submitting all my audition photos, letting them know. And I've had some gigs, thankfully, and it's just steady growing. Because I realize now I'm handsome too. Shit. I don't need a
Yes.
Always
my
been
kids
here.
are sexy.
Right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You know,
Right.
so that's just, you know,
Why did
I
you?
step. Because I always listen. As a big kid, you always have that doubt in your head because you let society influence who you are instead of you appreciating who you are. And now that I start to appreciate who I am and what I bring to the table, you can't tell me shit.
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing. At first, I used to be like, "Oh, I wonder what they're gonna say." I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do me. You say you fat motherfucker, yep, but I still fuck your girlfriend. You can say
Absolutely.
for real. Absolutely. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every girl need a big nigga in their life, and I smell good, I look good, and I carry myself well.
And
So
you keep your butt clean.
Exactly. Fuck out of here. Yeah. I take care of my shit. So, so that was it, you know. And since then, I've been auditioning. So you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram. I have YouTube where you can look up some of my old poetry videos. I haven't really been doing that much poetry lately. I've been doing shows here and there, but I've really been focusing on my acting more because that was originally my first love. You know, I've done a lot of plays. I'm actually writing a play right now. And the play is actually outside of what you would normally see. So my ultimate goal for that play is to have it sent to Broadway.
Yes.
That's what I want. Broadway. I want to take my shit to Broadway, and I want them to see this play, and I have an all-black cast that I'm working with. I'm writing it right now. I'm going to start casting soon, and I'm going to direct it. It's 2 stars. It's about 2 brothers. So the 2 brothers are the stars. So I'm going to be one of the brothers.
Nice. Don't tell the people too much. Make them follow you. Make them work for you.
I'm not. So make sure you look out for me. It's Aceyon Owens, Aceyon. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I even have a Twitter account now. It's only about a week old, so I'm slowly trying to build that up. Look on YouTube. I got my old poetry team. I used to be a co-executive director, Rock Bottom Slam team. You can look at some of my teammates. They're doing phenomenal things as well. A lot of my old teammates are branching out and doing their own thing, you know, doing their own shows. My little brother Shy, he's got his rap albums he's pushing out there. You know, I have my other brother Anderson. He's teaching yoga classes, and he's also an actor. You know, the ladies of the team are doing their thing. Like, I'm very proud of my team. We're all branched out doing our own thing. So check them out on YouTube, Rock Bottom Slam Team. You'll find some of my old poetry videos. You even find me in some shit. You just put in Aceyon Owens, you'll find some videos I didn't even know they put up on me.
See?
You know, I didn't know. I pulled up a video. They pulled up one when I was like 19 doing poetry. I've been doing poetry since I was like 19, 20. I'm 38 now.
That is amazing.
Yeah. I ain't never shaved a day in my life. I'm 38 years old.
Yes.
But
I don't even know how to shave. No. I don't never shave.
Latest off of a woman's.
Oh, yeah. All day. Look at you. But you innocent. Get the fuck out of here.
See how
you're innocent. PG-13, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
13. Pussy grade of 13.
Okay. So yeah,
you gotta stop. I tell your chocolate ass up. You gotta stop fucking with me. I'm trying to tell. I've been trying to get you for years. You gotta stop fucking with me.
See.
Ooh, well, we both single now, so holla at your girl.
So we about to say goodnight after we do
one question before we say goodnight. I have one question, and it's a PG question. It might be even a G. But how did you get
Okay.
into acting? I just because you telling us a lot about this acting, you're writing a screenplay. I just want to know how you transitioned.
I've always wanted to act. I've been writing since I was a kid. I've always had a thought for acting. I just never built up the nerve to do it. And when I finally had my nervous breakdown, you didn't talk about that part. When I had my nervous breakdown and I started challenging myself to step outside, I pushed myself to take my first challenge and audition for a film. And the way I auditioned, I used the poem that I wrote when I was in the hospital to audition. And then they said, go to the open mics. I started going to the open mics and just went from there. And once I got that first bite, and it was something that I knew I wanted to do, and I finally achieved it, it was like a drug. And I kept going and going and going. And it's what I love, you know?
That is
That's
awesome.
my love. Acting is my love. I want to be like Denzel. I want to be like De Niro. And I'm going to,
Absolutely.
you know, put my swag on it, you know?
You better.
That's my love. So you ain't gonna ask a question about the breakdowns and stuff?
I
Are
am.
you okay?
What? Um. So I, of course, don't want to get too deep into that. Of course,
Yeah, because that could lead to a whole nother show.
Yeah, we don't want to get too deep in
Right.
that. So you really, honestly, you spoke about it just then. Basically, what
hmm
having that breakdown led you to, and how you
hmm
turned that negative time in your life into your whole future. So it's a very inspirational story.
Is there anything
Yeah.
else you can share about that breakdown with our audience?
Um. Thank God for therapy, because that wasn't the only breakdown I had in life, but it was the first. The first of a few more, not many, but a few more to follow. It was something that really opened my eyes. And as I went through that breakdown, I started to shed layers that I had built up from the influence of the outside world. You know, what we don't understand as a people is we allow everyone else's opinions and everyone else's views of our life and their subconscious control of us to dictate who we are as a people, how we dress, how we carry ourselves, how we wear our hair. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You allow people to control you. So once you start to really shed those layers and really get to know you and all your messiness and get to know you and your thoughts and your ins and outs, it it's something that you really have to be able to go through. That's why I said, had it not happened, I don't know where I'd be. Because I knew poetry, I just didn't respect it.
Mm.
I was too busy trying to be like everybody else instead of being myself. I knew I've always wanted to act, but I didn't have the nerve to follow through and do it because I was too busy letting other people's influences control me, you know? And once I started breaking myself apart and rebuilding, I thought I was on cloud nine and I hit a wall,
Hmm.
you know? And that was early. And then it happened again later on when I was in my 20s. And then it happened again when I went and got my divorce. You know what I'm saying? And each time it's happened, I get up, I dust myself off, and I'm stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You know? What's that song that never would have made it? Like that's
Right.
my joint right there. Because it's
That's
a
it.
fact.
It
Never
is.
would have made it. Like you have to go through this stuff. You will never know what heaven feels like until you trudge through hell.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, so I'm very thankful. And plus, the nervous breakdowns helped me to discover me and become Asean. My name is an evolution name. It's a name
Hmm.
I created, but it's an evolution name. I started out as Anthony Jr. I'm Asean. I'm my own man. And I've
Mm.
grown up and become a better version of me. And I'm still the same Anthony. I'm still the same Tony, you know, but I'm Asean too. I'm a grown ass man.
There you
Don't let the
go.
baby face get it twisted.
Yes.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Like I carry
Right.
myself as such, and I'm proud of that. So it's
That's
growth.
awesome.
See,
you.
I feel like people don't take the time to have those breakdowns and then to delve into themselves to figure out where they are in society right then. Like life is a progression.
Right.
And if you're constantly just stuck in the one version of yourself that people might put you in, you might put yourself in, your parents might put you in, then you're never going to progress to the next level that God has for you. And so many people just like,
And,
I'm good. I'm going to heaven.
right. And that's when you see, not to cut you off, but that's when you see 60-year-olds walking around still acting like they 20 and such.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you see old ass women still holding grudges from when they was kids about things that wasn't that serious, but they held it in for so long and it made their soul bitter. Men who hold in the things and it make them hate their kids, and you gotta break that. That's why I say thank God for therapy, because if you're able to face yourself and take time to really go through that stuff and break it down and take the time and dedication and be relentless about focusing on you and rebuilding yourself, you'll be awesome. I'm telling you, you will be awesome. Because ain't nothing worse than a bitter motherfucker.
They're bitter and they're scared because that identity has kept them thus far. And they can't see past the other side of that. They're so focused on this is what I am, this is what I know, this is what I can do, that they don't want to do anything more.
Right. Exactly. That's a fact.
I completely agree.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Nikita, you so fun.
oh, thank you.
You is too, D.
She is.
Y'all both just you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Looking at all that chocolate. Yes, Lord.
Oh. I know we can go on for hours because we family and stuff, but I want to wind this down. Any final remarks before we say goodnight to the people?
Laugh, love, be happy, and stay prayed up, man. Don't let nothing stop you. If you're a writer, if you're an actor, you're a writer or whatever, you're a god and goddess of your artistry. So don't let nobody control you.
That's it.
And always follow my motto. Fuck them.
For sure.
Fuck them. I'm gonna quote that. I'm put that shit on my tombstone. Fuck them.
I just said that shit today in the group text. Fuck.
Right.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you ain't gonna break me. And so that's it.
That's it. Best friend?
I'm gonna leave y'all with, what God has for you. Don't worry about who's against you or what it looks like, because you already worked it out on the back end. So why are you trying to go ahead and pay for shit you already paid for? Like, you stupid.
Right.
Do what you gotta do.
Okay.
Best friend.
And I just want to say, live your truth and be true to yourself.
Amen.
We love y'all, and thank you so much, Asion, for coming and hanging out with us and spending time. It's always a good time when we get together.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah. It's Poetic Divas LLC, and we love y'all.
Respect on it, because we do.
Some respect on it. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Don't forget to hit the cash app.
Hit it hard.